OMG, you are not going to believe this. So there's this total legend from Philly, right? Like a rap superstar back in the day, but then he just like vanished for years and years. People were seriously wondering if he was even alive anymore. Super shady stuff. But get this, he's making a comeback. And it's a huge deal because he's performing at this big festival in Philly, like his first show back home in 20 years. This guy, Jamal Gray, he goes by The Last Emperor, and he's still got it, man. He was mentored by Dr. Dre, can you believe it? And he's still spitting those super smart, pop culture-filled rhymes he was known for, even back when he was blowing up in Philly, and then later on this sick NYC show that launched tons of famous rappers like Mos Def and Eminem. Seriously, people were Googling him, trying to figure out if he'd like totally checked out. And yeah, he was signed to Dr. Dre's label Aftermath for a bit, but then he just disappeared for like 15 years, no new music or anything. And get this, people sometimes confused him with another rapper, Too Poetic, who sadly passed away. So after doing his thing in New York, he actually moved back to Philly in 2005 because his mom was sick, which is kind of sweet. And guess what he did? He became a mailman. Still is, too. He also traveled and just chilled, enjoyed life, you know? He even compared being a rapper to Star Wars, talking about how anyone can grab a mic and sound cool, but there's like a whole order to it, a real mastery. So this comeback show, it's totally his Return of the Jedi moment. Like he's going to remind everyone that even though he's an OG, he can still totally crush it on the mic, like Luke Skywalker fighting bad guys. The guy who runs the festival, Christian Rodriguez, said The Last Emperor had become like this underground ghost, which makes sense since he was so out of sight. But his son is a huge fan and totally convinced his dad to get Gray to perform. So Christian got his buddy Reef the Lost Cause to track him down, and Gray was all in because he loved the whole community vibe at the festival. And how he got started? Back in college, he did a talent show that was the talk of the campus, and then he even opened for DMX. Then in 1995, his friend took his mixtape all the way to LA, promising to give it to Dr. Dre. So while Gray was still practicing, Dr. Dre actually called him. Next thing you know, he's flying out to LA. He was even on the same label as Eminem and E for a hot minute, but then he left to start his own thing and dropped his debut album in 2003. That album had his biggest hit, Secret Wars, where he raps about his favorite rappers fighting Marvel superheroes. How cool is that? Basically, this dude is totally recharged and he's super stoked to get back on stage in Philly, the place that taught him what hip-hop is all about. He said rap is like pouring water into a container. It just takes the shape of whatever it is, which is a pretty deep way to put it.